Okay, so we've learned how to create an ILC invoice. Now, what can be the tricky bit is uploading it to DVA. When it works, and it works most of the time, that's a lie, sorry. Actually, probably 30 to 40% of the time, you have problems with the TRNs, whether they're not published by DVA or they've been used, therefore they will only accept, each TRN will only accept one invoice. So they'll give us a TRN that has already been used. So the problems we have are inflicted upon us. So here we've got the lists of the invoices, which are these ones here. There they are, there, PDF files. I'll leave that open at the bottom of the screen. And this is the list that I work off to create the invoices. All right. Now, for the exercise, and see up the top here, I've got, well, Judy's name here, and then April 12, 13. So it was yesterday and this morning when I created the invoices, and I did them 10 and 20 at a time. Now, I've already uploaded Paul Barnier. I work off a paper list next to my keyboard. So I just put that up there to show you what I'm working with. So I've already uploaded Paul Barnier. Now I've got Emerald Hamlin, or Hamlin. So I'm just going to close this out now because we don't need it, or I don't need it, but you can see what I'm talking about. So I've got my paper list here. We're going to go to this app, or this icon here. This is the DVA portal. And you get to that if you don't already have it. It's connect.dva.gov.au/provider/upload, and save that to your desktop. So I've opened that up, and this is where you type in the TRN. So for Emerald Hamlin, the TRN is I 6630 L 7871. Now, if there's a problem, this is where it'll occur. Beautiful. No problem there at all. So then we select invoice, and it's asking for the invoice number. Okay, this is where we find it. We go to the paper list, beg your pardon, Judy's list of PDF invoices. Now, her name is Emerald Hamlin. Easy to find because they're alphabetical, first name. There it is there. And there it is there, see, 251302. So, and the amount is $550, 500 plus $50 GST. So we go back to there, 251302. Let's see, 251302, 5550, and then we go to her file, Emerald Hamlin, there she is, and that's good to go. That now will be uploaded. The problem, and I'm wanting the problem to happen so that I can show you exactly what you do and how you get around it. Well, in fact, there's nothing you can do, to be honest. What I do, when I get to somebody who there's no provision for an invoice upload, or it'll come up at the top of the screen, it'll say, please insert a valid TRN number. It'll be in red or hot pink. You can't miss it. They are the two reasons. So you can put in a TRN, it'll open up. You think, wow, this is good, but then there'll be no provision for an invoice upload, which means the TRN has been already used for an invoice upload by someone else. And the other one is an invalid TRN. What I do in that case, I get a highlighter and run it through that name. And then at the end of the list, when I've done all of the, done the entire 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever it is, uploaded the lot, I then send a copy of the list with the highlights, a PDF copy, to RN at Veteran Medical for them to follow up with the advocates to chase down fresh TRNs. So when you come across one like that, there's nothing you can do. There's no way around it. Just put a highlighter through it and then continue on doing what you do. So here we've got Emerald Hamlin. So she's all good to go. $550. There's the invoice number. It's a medical invoice. We're going to upload that. And there it is at the top of the screen. The document was successfully uploaded. That's where you'll get that other message about being an invalid TRN. I'll just do one more quick one, and maybe that will throw up a dodgy one. So enter a new TRN. So this one is for James Isaacson. It's I6656. So it's capital I6656, capital L, 7048. Now, the other reason too that it may throw up the invalid TRN is because you've got a digit wrong. That happens. So you get 3 goes before they lock you out, right? Those 3 goes could be caused by you putting in. So you've got to double check when you type it in. 6656 7048. Okay, with the I and the L. Let's see what happens. Beautiful. It's what I wanted to happen. Please enter a valid transaction reference number. So there's nothing I can do about that. I can just take the highlighter, run it through his name, and then move on to the next one. And at the end of the list, I can then, as I say, do a PDF copy of the highlighted list and send it to RN at Veteran Medical, and then they can talk to the advocates, and the correct TRNs will come back. But this is solely a problem caused by DVA, and they still won't listen. Couldn't possibly be them. So there you go. There's one that worked and one that didn't, and I'm glad it didn't, because now you know how to deal with it. All right.